Alright, peoples. Well, here we go. Today we had to get a bunch of stuff done because we need to get this thing insured so we can get it ready to take on a trip on spring break. So, in the entryway, as you can see, I'm going to turn on the light because it'll make it much nicer. So, I put on this temporary pine, actually I think it's a fir, just a step tread, but I might end up leaving it. We've got a wall right here. Now this is a short wall that isn't quite finished yet. Today we all got together and decided to get the lift out. So the lift is gone and the flooring is finished. Boom. The only piece left to go is on the side of that couch, which I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it yet. We've got the toilet over here against this wall. It's a composting toilet. We don't have it completely, set in stone exactly where we want it yet, but you can lift it up and access what you need on the inside. And over here I've got my 110 volt line as well as my 12 volt line. This used to power the the lift that was in here, the wheelchair lift. I left this because it's a high powered 12 volt line, and we might use it since it's always hot. And you can use it at any time. It doesn't have to be, car doesn't have to be turned on. We might use it to power the fan for the composting toilet. And we also were planning on powering floodlights that go all the way around the bus. So in the middle of the night, if we need to turn on the floodlights, we can. Down here, this is where the sink contraptions are gonna go. We've got the sink all plumbed in and ready, more or less. We just have to put the pipe on. Power outlet. Back here we've got the heater. Yes, we kept our bus heater because from over here we can access it, and I built this contraption like a wire mesh to protect it on top. You can't see it right now because it's kind of hidden. So I kept it just because in the future I might want that heat. Space isn't that important. We've got plenty of space. So here's the cool wavy countertop and the cool wavy chunk we took out of it that we used for this shelf. It still needs to all be sanded down a little bit. I was able to take all kinds of little half projects that I finished over the years, like boxes, and just use them as part of the bus. This is the sink cutout. Whenever you cut out for a sink or for anything else, you can always use the piece that you cut out, assuming you don't ruin it. And you can see the hardware's in there. This fits right over here, makes a perfect cutting board, and counter space is something that you definitely want when you're doing this. So we're not quite finished with the shelf. It's not attached yet. It's going to be attached to the wall. We're debating on legs, but it might just be attached right to the wall. And yeah, we got plants already. This over here is a cabinet that I made years ago that already has lips on it. So we're going to use that for maybe spices or something. Then on over to the couches. My wife went out and picked up this foam today that was on sale. We've got a couple different kinds of foam here. Move this out of the way. Now I'm having issues with this. There we go. So this is just 2-inch foam, and we wanted to get 4-inch foam, but it didn't come in the right sizes. So anyway, this is good for now. We're going to put batting on it, and it might just be good. And each one of these lifts up, and you can access the back. There's more wires back there, which I'm going to put another outlet, so we can have outlets. Right here we've got a nice little cubby hole on each side with walnut. And my wife talked me into using this reclaimed lumber that we used from our old deck boards to make a little side part for the bed. On this side, it's kind of hard to describe what we're going to do, but we're not going to put the boards all the way up. We're going to do something like this with the rest of the plywood we have. So we'll have some sort of a curved countertop up top. These will be stained, or at least varnished, I believe, once they're sanded down. We painted this, and then the bottoms down here, which need another coat. Here's the Pride and Joy right here, which isn't quite complete yet, but you can see. I'm going to go ahead and set this down while I remove this piece because it's a huge pain in the butt. Yeah, here we go. So this is the table. It usually has a catch over there, but I haven't quite perfected it yet. And nor have I finished this stand. There's going to be a nice wood stand. This was just a temporary. So what you do is when you're done with it, you flip the stand up. Right now it's just, you just ditch the stand. You slide it back in here. Boom. It fits right inside there. I've got this really beautiful piece of God, it's like Brazilian mahogany or something. And then pieces of Douglas fir on the sides that are all stained. Down here we've got our storage area, and yeah, the last thing I put on was this little piece from our old bunk beds, which allowed us to get up and climb up into our bed, because I didn't want to just have that one thing exposed. You can see down here is the table underneath the bed, which has little tracks, rails to hold it in. And then our bedding area, which nothing's trimmed out yet, but we have a little counter area over here that hinges just for something else. And on this side of the wall we have shelves. I used some nice material for this, as much as I could, hemlock. And up front I haven't done much yet, so I just finished all this and I'm pretty stoked on it, and I just thought I'd share. We are where we are. My favorite angle would probably be the kitchen from my bedroom. Thanks for watching.